All right, welcome to another episode of FLAVR Q&A. Today, I'm going to be talking about an ongoing project, which is to take Fuji Pro 400H and create a series of color profiles and examples of the photo stock. So, for instance, landscape work, nightscape work, portrait, that sort of thing, so that you can the idea is to create a little mini ebook that's digital, that you can look at the different examples of what you can get out of this film, and be able to drag and drop the color checker passport images for the various light conditions, and then use those as the basis for creating color profiles within your digital applications like Lightroom, Photoshop, and Capture One. So there's 10 exposures on this particular roll of film, and 8 of them were plugged out in terms of going from sunrise, and then as the light increases in intensity, stop by stop by stop, taking a new exposure over that period of time. So we ended up with 8 exposures over a half-hour period, and the idea is that we started at f8 at an eighth of a second, and then went to 1/15, 130, 160, 125, 1250, 1400, which is the limit of the Mamiya RZ leaf shutter, and then clicked up to f11 for the final full light image. So the idea is to create a gamut, I guess, in terms of that first half hour or first hour of light in the morning, which has that that dawn effect, and then the idea is to shoot the passport in each of those varying or increasing levels of light, and then use that as a catalog that you can then create profiles from. So, and one of the reasons that I'm really interested in putting this project together is because I would be interested to see what kind of an effect we can get using analog, like a digitally scanned analog color profile, and then using it in a digital workflow with digital images that you've taken under other lighting circumstances. So whether it's flash, indoor, outdoor, the whole lot. So let's see if we can paint pictures with color profiles, I guess, or paint digital images with color profiles for various films. So this is the experimental phase, and so this is the roll that I shot the other day, and it has all of these color checker passport images on it. And then the next roll will be a series of daylight exposures, and probably -3 to +5, just to see what the film's like when you push it, and what the latitude is like as well in respect to that. And then the further 8 images on the roll will be used towards night exposure and reciprocity. So seeing what the film's like when you've got a 10-minute exposure, 30-minute exposure, and maybe even pushing it out beyond that, and then having a look at what the film's like below a 0 exposure. So fun and games to come, and hopefully the idea is that at the end of the day you'll be able to download an ebook for $3, and it's got half a dozen or more color profiles that you can then use throughout your digital workflow, and then if that works and that gives the kind of result that's actually meaningful or adds value to the community, then I'll start looking at other films. So this is an experiment, and we'll see how we go from there. Now, I haven't had any questions yet, so don't be shy. If you have a question about either this project or film, camera, maybe even questions in relation to digital and film, could do that, which is always interesting. Then let me know. So you can write it down in the comments. You can even email me. I get people emailing me every once in a while to info@1+1group.com. And yeah, good times. So yes, so that'll work out just fine. And hopefully I can run the other roll either today or tomorrow, have it sent out for processing and scanning, and then get all of this back up and running so that we have some sort of a result and have a look at some of the results as well. All right, that's it for today. And if you do have those questions, I want to answer them. All right, take care.